Hi. If you're seeing this video, that means you are going to start our weight loss program, our 180. Congratulations on your journey. We are excited to help guide you through the process. In this video, I'm going to explain to you how to use the products effectively so that we make sure you get as much of that weight out of your body, all right? So we're going to start with what the products are, talk about the journal, and how to take everything. So getting started, we are going to start with something called phase 1. If you look at your book, you can flip down to the page that says phase 1. Let me show you what that looks like here. Phase 1. Phase 1 is going to be called fat loading. So what that means is that we want you to gain 2 to 4 pounds in 2 days. Don't be scared. It's going to be totally worth the loss, okay? So fat loading, you want to make sure on the fat loading page, 1, you look at what products you're supposed to take and how many. So on fat loading, you're only going to take 2 products. These 2 products right here, okay? Each one of these products you will take a full syringe of. On this phase 1 guide, it tells you exactly when to take them. You will take them both in the morning when you wake up. You will take them both again before you eat lunch, which again, 30 to 45 minutes before you eat, you want to take them. Midday, you're going to take them again right before your dinner, or depending on what time your dinner is. Make sure 30 to 45 minutes. Before bedtime, you're only going to take the calm. Again, all that information is right here during fat loading. During that fat loading phase as well, you're going to see a sheet of ideas on what to eat, how many calories you should have. Follow them. You definitely need to gain the 2 to 4 pounds in 2 days. You can do an additional day or 2 of fat loading if you have not gained your weight. Make sure when you weigh yourself, you're weighing yourself in the morning. If you end up gaining those 2 pounds in 1 day, you're going to go into phase 2. Until you gain those 2 to 4 pounds, then you'll move over to the next chapter, okay? So phase 1, fat loading, you'll take these 2 products. Make sure you look at phase 1, how many times a day you take them, what the approved foods are. Make sure you're eating during fat loading. It's very important. Your first 7 days on the program are going to be the most important. That's when your body is detoxing and dropping the most fat. So let's go into phase 2. Let's say that you've already gained your 2 to 4 pounds. Now you're going to go over into the book where it says phase 2. Phase 2 is now going to explain, again, in this little block, how many times you should be taking your products and how much. Now we're going to be taking all 3 products in phase 2. So again, now you'll be taking all 3 right when you wake up. You're going to take all 3 30 to 45 minutes before lunch. Before dinner, you're only taking 2. Before bed, you're only taking 1. All that is right in here. When you look at phase 2, this is when you're officially starting on the full fat reduction program. You want to make sure, look at the meal plan ideas. This gives you ideas on what to eat, how much to eat, etc. If you flip that page, you're going to see a page that tells you approved fat burning foods. You want to make sure you're sticking to these approved foods. These foods were put on this list because this is what's going to help you drop the most amount of fat while on the program. It gives you your protein, your vegetarian options, your vegan options. It's going to give you approved fruits, approved veggies, approved snacks. Make sure you follow this. It doesn't matter how you want to alternate any of these meals throughout the day, as long as you're sticking to the serving size amount and as long as you're taking your products before you eat. It's very important that you follow this. Do not go away from what the approved foods are. You want to make sure as well that you are keeping up your water intake, 2 liters to a gallon a day. That's going to be extremely important to keep your metabolism rolling so you make sure you burn that fat. If you get stumped and you're like, I need recipe ideas, I don't know what else to do, if you look at your book, you have a little QR code. You can scan that. It takes you directly to a website that will show you meal plan ideas. It'll answer any additional questions you have. And of course, you can always reach out to us here at Body Control by Liliana so that we can help you make sure that you are on the right track. Another fun thing about this book is that it's going to go into a thing called phase 3. If you decide that you have lost the amount of weight that you want to stay at, say it was 20 pounds, 30 pounds, then you go into phase 3. Do not go into phase 3 unless you are satisfied with the weight that you have lost. Phase 3 is going to do the same thing. It's going to tell you how much of your products you should be taking and how many times a day until you finish them. It'll also give you some more information on how to slowly add back carbs. It's called the maintenance phase into your life without overeating, without gaining more weight. So it's very crucial you carry this book with you. This is going to be your diary. I tell my clients, take this everywhere with you. Another thing we do tell our clients, if you're not coming into our studio every 8 days for measurements and weigh-ins, we highly recommend that when you start your transformation, go to the back of the book. You will see something that says My 180. On here, it's going to give you a list of body parts. You want to make sure that after you have after fat loading, that you measure yourself. After you've gained your 2 to 4 pounds, use a measuring tape. You're going to measure your neck, your arms, your stomach, your rib cage, your thighs, your butt, all this. You want to write down all your measurements here. You want to write down what your weight is after you fat loaded. Every 8 days, you want to come back to this book. You want to remeasure, retake photos, and re-put everything back into this book again. This is going to help you track how much weight you've lost. How many inches have you been down since your first visit, since your second visit, since your third visit? Remember, it's a 30-day program. We want to do our best to keep you on track. Another suggested thing that we do tell our clients, and this will help us in case you ever plateau, is in the back of this book, you're going to see something that looks like this. Well, this is for you to track what you're eating on a daily basis. This is super important to do. In case you ever slow down on your weight loss, you can give us a call. We'll just ask you, send us a screenshot of what you ate so that we're able to see what is your portion size. How much water have you had? Even if you cheat, it's very important you're honest with yourself and you write that down. That gives us a sense of what we can do to help you to get past your hump. You should be losing your first 7 days anywhere from 7 to about 15 pounds. After your first week, you should be seeing at least a pound come off every other day. If you go 3 days without losing any weight, it is very important either you contact us or you do a steak and apple day. What steak and apple day is going to do is that you're going to have a 4 to 6 ounce steak and 6 apples. However you want to portion that out through the day is completely fine. That's going to help reset your body so you get back on that weight loss mode again. This is why it's important we ask you to track everything that you're eating. Make sure you're tracking your measurements. Go through this entire book. There's lots of helpful information on what the products are, what they can do for you, how important hydration is. If you can stay away from alcohol, minimal caffeine during this process as well, you're going to drop even more weight. Our goal is to get you to drop anywhere at least from 10 to 30 pounds in 30 days. That's what we are currently seeing our clients lose. This is an amazing program. You shouldn't be experiencing any kind of dry mouth, sweating, jitters, because these are all natural products. You're not going to experience any of that. I wish you luck on your journey. Please keep in touch with us and let us know what your progress is like, or we're here to answer any questions. If you'd like to come in every 8 days for us to do your measurements and photos, we would love to help you out. If you still have more questions after watching this video, please feel free to contact us. And thank you again, and good luck on your program.